Hey guys, HelloPlasma324, welcome back to Let's Play Katawa Shoujo. In the last part, we most likely talked to Misha and Shizune. About what? I'm not quite sure, even though it was yesterday. Probably need to work on my memory skills then. But, getting on with the story, Misha is totally oblivious to the awkward stare the teacher is giving both of us, while trying to balance her textbook on one finger. For a brief second, it looks as if things could get ugly, but the teacher simply looks away, as if it's not worth the trouble. I guess this is a good thing, and I slump back in my seat in relief. The rest of the day passes by uneventfully, and this time I'm able to appreciate that it does. When the bell rings, I'm not in a hurry, so I stay for a while, revealing what we covered in class today. I prefer to leave that last anyway, so I don't have to deal with crowding in the hallways. I noticed Shizune and Misha have also stayed behind, talking to someone from another class. Shizune is signing so fast that her hands make noises like swords cutting through the air. Misha is trying desperately to keep up, but it's clear she can barely manage to even understand her. I put my head down. Whatever they're discussing, it looks like serious business. Probably way over my head. Not just that, but Shizune also seems angry, although it could just be her normal severity making it appear so. Shizune signs to the point where her wrists crackle, and Misha struggles to spit it out in word form. Sometimes she trips over herself like she's dealing with tongue twisters, and then on top of that, she has to sign back anything the other girl says. It seems like a rough job. Misha looks tired, like she's about to faint. Luckily for her, their business is soon finished and the girls sit down in their seats again. Wow, I'm so tired. She's hanging her head limply on her desk, looking exhausted. Festival preparations must be tough for you. Indeed, the people in the school seem to be taking the festival very seriously. Whenever I see people idling around before and after classes, they're always talking about their plans for it. It's kind of neat to see everyone being so enthusiastic about it. I'm probably the only one who doesn't have something to do. Shizune starts sighing at me, and Misha perks up, looking at her hands with slightly unfocused eyes. She signs with harsh, heavy, dramatic strokes. Misha translates her signing into speech for me. She does it so well, it's like Shizune is actually speaking, transmitting her thoughts directly through Misha. Well, we're in the student council, you know, so we're pretty busy. Sarcasm? Huh? The tone of Shizune's actions make me think she's speaking with disdain, but Misha interprets it normally, replacing whatever intent may have been there with her own chipper twist on things. It's still disorienting. I don't think I'll ever get used to it. Never mind. How could I forget with you two trying to get me joined at least twice a day? Ha ha ha! But He-Chang, some could say the work is too much. It'd be nice if students were to show a little more support for the leadership, some appreciation to the ones who are working so hard to make it all possible. Maybe, for example, a little help. That's asking too much, is it? Yep, help would be appreciated from students like you. If students would show their dedication and school spirit and offer some help, well, I don't exactly need it. But I wouldn't necessarily refuse it, so it would be nice if someone would. Oh, hello. I look over my shoulder and see Hanako peering timidly into the classroom, most of her body hidden behind the door. Hey, playing delinquent again? Hanako blushes hard at Misha's straightforward jab, even if it was only in jest. Shizune stares at her probingly, causing Hanako to look down and start backing away to the point where only her fingers can be seen wrapped nervously around the edge of the door. Maybe she's showing her dislike of Hanako by association to her dislike with Lily. It appears so, and Hanako probably knows it as well. They seem to have momentarily forgotten about trying to get me to stay for the rest of the day. What is it, Hanako? Has Lily been here? Sorry, Sato is not here. She came by in the morning, though. Hanako keeps looking uneasily at Shizune, who stares back at her with her usual studying gaze. What is she trying to do? Of course, Shizune isn't going to look away, and she's intimidating enough as it is, so I can only imagine how terrified Hanako would be. It is a little funny, though, watching Hanako's reaction to Shizune's normal behavior. This is what happens when two people of two different extremes meet, it seems. Do you know where she is? If she has any sense in her head, she's in a classroom working on a festival project, but who knows where that woman is loitering at. She might be slacking off somewhere. What a useless woman. Hanako nods quickly and retreats with haste, obviously to avoid any further contact with Shizune. Unfortunately, this turns her attention fully back to me. But He-Chan is not useless, right? Right. He said it so himself. Wahaha! I can see where this is going, and I do not want any part of it. Not after that experience yesterday. Well, good luck with your preparations. I start packing my bag, ready to make a break for the exit. Unfortunately, I'm all the other way on the other side of the room. The short distance to the doorway seems like a vast no-man's land to me now. Shizune and Misha both start maneuvering slowly in front of me, cutting off my route of escape in an unsettling, cautious way that makes me think of ship-to-ship combat. I think Shi-chan is saying you should help us, He-chan. Gee, I wouldn't know. She's so subtle. But that's the intent, so please, I can't keep up. We actually have to build stuffs for the festival, almost all of them all by ourselves. Can you believe that? Hammering boards together over and over again for hours is really hard. I'm so used to what I was doing, swinging motions in class, and I didn't even know it. She bangs the desk a few times, imitating hammer blows. It's so repetitive, I can't stand it, and yesterday I actually hammered all the boards together on top of each other. It's just a stack of boards all nailed together, and I had to take it apart and do it all over again. I get yelled and laughed at. So? She clamps a hand down on my shoulder and grins, quickly running her tongue across her cheek mischievously. Do you have any plans for today, He-chan? Wonder if you do. Sure, I have plans. Really? You're not going to help us, right? You're going to help us, right? I notice her hands are moving constantly. She's signing everything we both say so that Shizune can understand. Shizune is being somewhat quiet today. Is she still angry? Well, probably at least a bit. I can see it in her eyes. This could also be just another way of trying to guilt me into lending her a hand. I have to find a way out of this. Hey, I should go now. To the library, homework. I should get going, shouldn't I? I have to be diligent because I'm a new student and all, so I have to make a good first impression, right? Yeah. See you later, then. I turn to bolt for the door, but Shizune is blocking my path, her arms crossed over her chest and a stern expression on her face. She wags her finger tauntingly and begins signing to Misha with the manner of a squad leader giving directions to his fellow soldiers. It didn't seem like you were in any rush to get to the library, He-chan. That's right, Shi-chan. It does seem like you was probably going to slack off the rest of the day. You're surrounded. Let's go to the student council room. She lets out a chuckle and then breaks into laughter. I'm sorry, He-chan. I feel bad, but this works out for everyone, right? Right? That's right, He-chan. Yes, that's a good point, too. Yes, this is beneficial to everyone. It solves all our problems. Yeah, I also thought he'd be more appreciative of our efforts. They pull themselves closer as if they are about to pounce. Hey guys, 2-on-2 isn't very fair, is it? She keeps looking forward, impassive, and then gives a sinister smile. Come on, we have a lot of work to do. Let's go to the student council room. Gee, I don't know. Misha laughs. Deja vu? She chortles before letting out another laugh. My horoscope said it'd be a good day for me today. And now you're going to help. Shizune signs quickly to her. Right, now that you've decided to help us completely of your own free will, I'll be able to take that easy. Lucky, huh? Open my mouth to say something, but realize there's no point. I refocus on trying to think of a way out of this. No, their actions are clearly deliberate. There's no sense in attempting to reason with them. You can't reason with madmen. I frown, and they don't even notice my discontent, further proving my suspicions. They seem pretty relaxed now. I guess they think they've already won, so they're letting their guard down. It's kind of arrogant. They pass forward in front of me as I move through the doorway. And I stealthily walk backwards back into the classroom as I step into the hallway, turning toward the stairwell. I let out a sigh of relief and quickly pack the rest of my stuff so I can make my escape. The classroom door slams shut. That wasn't very nice there. Haha, you got us good, though. Didn't he, Shi-chan? Right. Haha. What was that about? I thought you said you'd help us. And you bailed on us. You thought we'd get away with it, didn't you? The indignant expression vanishes and begins to laugh hysterically, calming down only after an aggravated look from Shizune. Yeah, you thought you'd get away with it, but a criminal always returns to the scene of the crime. I didn't even manage to leave the classroom in the first place. No, wait, I didn't even agree to help in the first place. Not very bright, are you, criminal? Thinking you could shirk your duties like that. How low, He-chan? I'm a criminal? What did I do? What's the charge? What am I guilty of? That's for the courts to decide, criminal. I don't think we'll have to tell you that. Besides, you're the criminal here. You know what you did. Have you ever read The Trial by Kafka? No, what's that, He-chan? What does that have to do with this? I read it a few months ago. It's about these people who run a kangaroo court and a guy who just wants to live his life. They refuse to leave him alone, and he can't fight the power. Ichan, what does that have to do with anything? Hey, what does that mean? She turns back to me after signing back and forth for a lengthy amount of time. You know, we're both a little disappointed in you. You've let us down, Hisao. Drop the ball. Left us hanging and out in the cold. Is that any way to treat a person, to run away from your responsibilities, to abandon your comrades? We think you owe us to honor your commitment. What? But I didn't commit to anything. My breath catches in my throat and I momentarily start choking. That's not true, Hishin. You said you were not useless. You definitely said it. Yes, definitely. We're calling you on those words now. You better prepare to show you are not a useless guy. Your honor will be soared forever if you try to get out of this. So for the rest of the day, we're going to hang out together, just the three of us, and work hard. You can't fool us. You should be happy. You're doing your school a great service, asking not what your school can do for you, but what you can do for your school. Ha! Ha! How depressing. Cheer up, Ichan. She slaps me hard across the back with enough strength to knock the air out of my lungs. I gasp to breathe. Besides, aren't you happy to get to spend the day with two cute girls? I would be. Ha! I guess they are right. I did blurt those words out. Aside accepting my fate, I followed them to the student council room and hammered the final nail into the stall. It took all of the afternoon, and dinner time is nearly over, but it is done now. Shizune pulls out a roll of measuring tape on a small level and inspects it thoroughly. She smiles, looking pleased, then motions for Misha to come over. She says you did a very good job. In fact, you might actually have a gift for this. I'm impressed too, and that was fast. Have you done this before? No, never. Never before. And I never will again. Well, our quota for the day is $6. In a few minutes, me and Shi-chan should finish this one. That means 4 more to go. We're making good time, she says. Isn't this great fun? What? I can think of a million things I'd rather do, but I suppose everyone has to do their share for the festival, even me. You're both lucky that I'm helping you two out. If I really didn't want to, I could have gotten out of it easily. Really, He-chan? Why, Shi-chan thinks you're just running your mouth. Japanese people have no fight or flight reflex, Shi-chan. Shizune tensed her fingers deviously. Definitely. If you really wanted to escape, you would have taken immediate action. That is how you know someone is serious, when they have no doubts, no regrets. Maybe it was a bad idea to tell you that, since now He-chan knows what to do next time. But just the fact that she is alright with telling me shows that she doubts I'll be able to act on it. It only makes me want to do it more, and I almost want the opportunity to do so to rise again. And if that happens, she might get me again somehow. Shi-chan says she is happy now. Well, that's good. We want her to be happy. Much later in the evening, we are looking at 6 completed stalls. With the pride of a job well done, we sit back and admire the fruits of our labor, not sharing a word between us, just admiring. I realize I'm feeling quite thirsty. Hey, isn't there a vending machine out in the hall? They're on all day, right? Yeah, the drinks are very cheap, too. We usually get something from there on days like this. I dig around in my pocket and find a single 100-yen coin. Is this enough? I'm feeling kind of thirsty. 100 yen, you can get any drink in the machine with that. That's good. That's very good, then. Ah, wait a second. What is it, Shi-chan? Do you want to get him... Do you want him to get you a drink, too? Ah! Shi-chan, you really helped us out, so today, Shi-chan, will treat you. Hey, what about me? What would you like? I'm feeling thirsty myself. So am I. I don't know. Anything's fine. I guess the melon soda. Hey, wait, Shi-chan. I also want a drink. Aw. You know, it's times like this I think she's just teasing me. That's probably it. I'm sure she'll get you something, right? Yeah, she usually does, but you never know. Heh. Shizune comes back with 2 melon sodas and a can of fruit juice. She hands me one of the sodas and the other to Misha. Thanks, Shi-chan. I had total faith that you'd get me one. I knew I could count on you. Ah! But how'd you know this is what I wanted? I usually get something else. What? You know I'd want to try it. You like and that I like these kind of childish things? Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! I gesture my thanks to Shizune, who smiles and nods. Hey, He-chan. Yes? We've been spending a lot of time together. Already in such a short time, we've done so much. We should both stop beating around the bush. What I'm trying to say is... Sounds like she's going to ask me out, but that can't be it. Nevertheless, my heart is beating like a jackhammer. Damn, this reminds me of another similar scene earlier this year. I try to say something, but my brains can't decide whether to stop her or tell her to continue. I feel myself blushing all the way to the ears. What I'm trying to say is... Would you like to join the student council? Ah, what a disappointment. Ha 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 ha! Did you think she wanted to ask you out, Hichan? Ha 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 ha! Okay, we get it, Misha. You can stop laughing. I feel very embarrassed right now. I can feel myself getting even redder in the face. Shizune also tries to hide a blush after Misha translates, then puts a few sheets of paper in front of me. So, how about it? All the paperwork is right here. And you were sitting down anyway. You look very at home here. Drinks and everything. What do you say? She quiets down a little and asks again more solemnly. Hichan, what do you say? You don't exactly hate this, right? I'm more a little than surprised by this sudden change of tone. I don't really know how to react to it. For one thing, she isn't shouting uproariously, with no regard for tact. Before, I'm sure she knew already that I was going to say no. This time, she seems actually serious. I think maybe you should join, not just because we could use your help, but, well, you're hanging out with us anyway. I think Shi-chan would like if you join as well. It's not like you hate us or anything, right? Wouldn't hurt if you joined, and I'd appreciate it if you would. She seems to be having a hard time getting her words out, which is strange for someone talking with like Misha. For some reason, I'm almost troubled by it. My eyes drift over to Shizune, who stares back at me tentatively, absent-mindedly cleaning her fingernails. If you don't want to join, I promise we won't ask again, but if you did, we'd be really happy. Both Shizune and Misha seem to be unable to look me in the eye. I can't lie, the thought of being around such cute girls is something that I couldn't possibly pass up. I'm not looking forward to this kind of work every day, but there should be less after the festival. At least, I hope so. Alright, I guess it can't hurt, so why not? Wonderful, wonderful! Ha ha ha! Shizune tensed her fingers in satisfaction. She'll fill everything out, Hichan. Congratulations, you are officially a member of the student council now. Right, I'm not looking forward to doing a lot of work. To be honest, I've never done any student council activities before. But maybe it'll be a positive experience? Misha starts to clap, laughing exuberantly as she does. Congratulations, Chan. Congratulations! 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 I get the message. I can't help but smile, finding such a display childishly cute. The student council is also always busy, you know, but for today we're done. See you tomorrow, Hichan. We still have work left, so we'll be counting on you. I leave the room feeling totally wiped out. The grounds are totally deserted, and the school looks pretty ominous this late. The council office is the only window with lights on anymore. This is what the student council will be like. My body might not be able to take it. I'm feeling tired, so I set my alarm clock to wake me up as late as I can afford while still making it to the first class. The nurse's voice is almost nagging in the back of my head about morning jogs. I make a resolution to make up for by going for a walk after school tomorrow. Amy won't care either way, I bet. I wake up and take a hot shower. Back in my room, the first thing I see is the familiar roll of medication lined up on my top dresser. It makes me feel depressed, as usual. It's annoying. I thought I was okay. I thought I'd made my peace with this thing, gotten over it. What I really did, I allowed myself to forget that I have a problem. Being here really reminds me of the reality, and trying to fight against it just hurts. Reflecting on it is only going to do so much. I've done this before, for months. It seems like it's time to get over it. If I allow myself to forget that my life is dead... No. I don't know how to back it up. I don't know how to do that. If I allow myself to forget that my life is definitely not going to be as long as those others, I won't get anywhere. My life may be different from others, but it is a life in progress. That is how I'll rationalize it. I down the usual handful of pills, trying to push the sudden dreary feeling out of my head. Then I prepare to head out to class early, as usual. As I step into the hallway, I notice Kenji coming out around the hallway corner, stealthily making his way over to his room with a large bag. As he sneaks past me, soundless like a ninja hiding in plain sight, I call out to him. Hey. He jumps at the sound of my voice. Oh, hey man, didn't notice you there. I'm really tired. I think it's more like you didn't see me, but that's not the issue. Where have you been this early? Shopping? Nah, I wasn't shopping. Sometimes I have to visit the math teacher. Yeah, I figured it would be a good idea to find out when the next exam is, since he tells you in advance if you want. So then, what's in the bag? I thought I'd go shopping while I was outside. Need supplies to continue the fight against the vast feminist conspiracy. Oh, okay. Thought you didn't go outside. I wear a hat now. I decide to point out that he is not wearing a hat. An awkward silence settles between us, and then Kenji breaks it by pushing his door open slowly, releasing a creaking sound into the air that only makes the moment seem more awkward. He sets the bag down inside his room and closes the door. It's right you went out of your way to find a test date. Trying to take advantage of an opportunity to study is pretty diligent. I never study. Oh. I just wanted to know what the next test day was. I'm still going to take it, duh. I just need to know so what day I can't afford to skip class. He usually sends out updates on that crap by phone, so I had to step out and check up on it. And why don't you have to go out when you can get it on your phone? I don't carry a phone. What do you mean you don't carry a phone? You mean you just leave it at home? Nah, I don't use phones. I don't have a phone. Phones. I have no phone. Why don't you have a phone? How can you not have a phone? No phone at all? No phone? I just don't like phones. Actually, I'm kind of scared of them. I don't know why. I think it's some kind of repressed trauma. But basically, when I hear a phone, I get nervous. It's my darkest secret. I have two theories on it. Either I have some fear of receiving some undefined, almost life-altering doom call, or was beaten with a phone in the past. Beaten so badly I can't remember it. Beaten in the head. Well, where else would I get beaten with a phone that would make me unable to remember it? The ass? Unexpectedly logical. I feel very depressed now. Sensing this conversation is more or less over, Kenji opens his door again and prepares to head inside. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep, dude. Had a good one. Class is gonna start in like 20 minutes. I already did something today. Too tired to go to school. Hey, you need some lip balm? I accidentally bought two because I took the score and started selling individual AA batteries. Thanks, but no thanks. The door down the hall opens with a crack as it swings forward from being pushed open too strongly and crashing against the wall. The sound is followed by a peal of bubbly laughter, and I instantly know who it is. At the noise, Kenji disappears into his room like a ninja, slamming the door shut just as Shizune and Misha walk over. The former taking small, efficient steps towards me, while the latter more or less bounces off the walls. I try to do the same as Kenji, but it's too late. Misha puts her foot between my door to prevent me closing it, so I have no other choice but to let them in. Hi, Hichan. Hi. Hi. What are you two doing here? I wonder if the pause between those two sentences was politely long enough. Hichan, that's rude. We came to pick you up. Did you think we thought you were going to escape and came to make sure you didn't? Surely not, Hichan. Hey, I didn't say that's what you were here for. But now I know it's exactly what they are here for. It's time for student council work. Yes, it is. Aren't you happy, Chan? To be able to help the whole school? You are like a hero. The future generation will tell stories of this day. Interesting. I didn't think joining the student council would make me a hero. Well, I guess I did promise, so. I've neglected Shizune, and only now do I notice her in the corner of my vision, peering around my room over my shoulder, her analytical eyes darting from object to object. This is kind of intrusive. The feeling of being exposed crawls in my balls. Luckily, I don't have dirty laundry on the floor or anything like that. What is it, Hichan? Yeah, this is Hichan's room. We haven't seen it before. I didn't even realize. It's kind of plain, but Hichan hasn't had time to decorate it yet. Isn't that so? What are those? She points at my collection of medications on the night table. I don't really want to talk about it with these two. So, let us dodge the subject. It's nothing. I quickly step in front of them, trying to hide the stuff behind my back. Shizune takes a step back, looking suspicious, but it's an expression not without concern. I hope if I avoid it, she'll understand that I don't want her to keep prodding me about it. Really? What are you hiding, Hichan? Nothing. Is that so? I realize I can't really squirm my way out of this. They're nosy by nature, and hiding it is just going to pique their interest more. Or curiosity. Yeah, okay, it is something, but I don't really want to talk about it, okay? Not yet. Can we just put this aside for now? As Misha translates, Shizune stares at me hard with her eyes focused and analytical as ever, peering at me curiously over the rims of her glasses. Her fingers press against each other thoughtfully as if she's weighing the value of pursuing this further than necessary against the insult of disrespecting a wish. Ooh. Her expression finally melts into a slight smile and she signs something to Misha. Okay, then we'll wait and become better and better friends, and one day, when you feel like it, you can tell us about it. Both of them smile widely at me, and I feel shocked and a little stupid about being like this. They're not stupid, and probably can at least halfway guess what's going on with me. And such simple, kind words. I feel relieved that they don't think any worse of me, even if I'm like this. Even if I'm not like the rest here. Even if I can't be at ease about it. Seems behind the obnoxious, mischievous acts, both of these girls are really kind and good people. That's what I think. Thanks. So, you want me to help you out today, right? Since I'm one of you now? Yep. After class? No, now! Now? But what about class? You going to skip again? It's for the common good, so we sacrifice our math lessons, maybe the social studies too. Well, I guess I'm fine with it. Awesome, Hee-chan, you said it, okay? Remember, I'm fine with helping out. That's what you said, right? Yeah? That tone. I suddenly regret saying it. Okay, are you ready to go then? We can go to the office together. No, you're probably going to make me carry all your stuff for you or something. Don't be silly, Hee-chan. We never walked to school together, Hee-chan. I almost want to ask why we would, but then it dawns on me. The both of them consider me their friend, like Misha said before. They want to become better friends with me, even. It's weird, I never really thought about them that way, or any of the people I've met so far this week. Is it really so easy? Just like that. Okay, let's go then. Shizune grins craftily and puts her hands behind her back. That's great, Hee-chan. Okay, but first, you had a really great idea. Shi-chan liked it a lot, so it's time for the game. Oh no. Shi-chan is holding a 1,000 yen note in one hand, Hee-chan. If you guess which one, you can have it. If you don't, you're carrying all our books to school, right, Shi-chan? Right? Shizune exchange nods. Yeah, that's partially right. Okay, Hee-chan, get ready. Carrying 3 bags instead of 1, I think about the day that's ahead of me. Or us. Or of us, yeah. I can see students walking back and forth through the courtyard, probably in preparation of their own projects. The festival is practically here. That means there are only 2 possible reasons that my help is required. Either there's only a small amount of work left and they just want to help him to wrap up all the mundane final checks they are obligated to do. Or there is a ton of work left, and Shizune is putting a calm face as a torrent of built-up procrastinated work threatens to kill us all. Once inside the office, I'll look around and see that it's deserted. I guess it means there isn't a lot of work left, huh? Since there's no one here and all. It's always like this, Hee-chan. This confirms what I've thought, but I've never been actually been able to confirm definitely. Shizune and Misha are the student council. The whole student council. Damn, so it's true. Student council is really only you two. Shizune looks as if she's stuck wondering whether to be ashamed or explode with anger, and Misha is equally divided between laughing and trying to stop her. Well then, Hee-chan, you'll be happy to know that since it's just 3, we have a lot to do. A lot. That does not make me happy. But it seems to make Shizune very happy. Wah! Just kidding. Well, if Shizune's happy, I'm happy. Even if I have to do a crap load of work. It's for Shizune. I'm such a creep. The work turns out to be sorting and double-checking a considerable amount of paperwork necessary for an event such as the school festival to get done. Bureaucracy is a mind-boggling thing. But we managed to finish just when the lunch bells rang. Okay, now that we're done, we can relax a little, but not too much. We have lots more to do in the afternoon. It's actually not that much more work, Hee-chan, so we can afford to enjoy a little lunch first. Ha! The two of them produce a small array of plastic containers seemingly out of thin air. It's chicken cutlet with tomatoes and soybean sprouts. Doesn't it sound delicious, Hee-chan? It was just made this morning and it's still warm, so let's eat. I take one of the containers and open it. It looks nice and certainly smells good. The fact that I'm really hungry adds to that even more. Wow, this looks great. Where'd you get this? That isn't important, Hee-chan. It was supposed to be a stall selling lunchboxes, but the girl who was running it suddenly said she couldn't do it. Shi-chan said, what a waste. It was a lot of work to do. It's a lot of work to trick Shi-chan into making this. Hey, what the hell? So, Shi-chan wanted to see if she could do it, but then decided not to, right, Shi-chan? Shizune sulks angrily, shooting Misha a displeased look. I don't think I was supposed to hear that story. And with that, I think now I will end off this part. So, next time on Let's Play Katawa Shoujo, we will enjoy our lunches that Shizune has acquired somehow, and maybe, well, we will approach the festival. Maybe even start the festival in the next part. Though, with as much as these two talk, I doubt that. But anyway, take care, and until then, keep on signing.